Carl and Damon here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life. gbhblofficial.com for short, and it's one must stay. As we're changing it up this time to do something different. To date, we have done 20 episodes of They Made What into a movie. They're all on the channel. Go check them out now. So, having done 20, having a nice round number, I decided to put them into a one must go list. But obviously, this isn't about removing a film. This is one staying. This is one that you will have no choice but to watch over and over again for the rest of your life. Of the 20 we have covered. So, splitting it down to 10 choices from the 20 we've done. You must choose one, and I must choose one, that we have to keep watching over and over again. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, it won't be Assassin's Creed.
Starting with Mortal Kombat, the original, or Street Fighter, the movie? So they both have positives and negatives in them. They're both entertaining watches. They're both cut from the same cloth.
One must stay.
Yep. So which one do you want to watch over and over and over again? Imagine you're trapped in a room for 24 hours and it's playing on a loop.
For me, it's got Mortal Kombat. Only because of the fact that literally, I know that I can literally just pause and rewind the beginning tune. Over again. Yeah, because I love Street Fighter. It's a good film. I can watch it. I watched it a few times. But yeah, no, Mortal Kombat.
Of course, if you want to know more, watch our actual full episodes on these movies on the channel to get an idea what we actually think about the movies as a whole. I mean, it is Mortal Kombat for me as well. It is a good video game movie adaptation, where Street Fighter, I disagree, is a bad movie with stuff you can enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy me, yeah.
But having to watch it over and over again, I would hate that for Mortal Kombat, but I'd put up with that more than I would with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right.
We can all go home.
We can all go home.
I'm going
But I'm not going home. I'm going to get in my boat. Fucking nail that movie. Okay, difficult one. As these are two of the better movies we've done. Resident Evil or Silent Hill? So the first Resident Evil movie or Silent Hill? The first Silent Hill movie. Both good. Yeah. Both good. Both flawed as well.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Both make mistakes. Both are good representations of the franchise's day, but rather than a specific game.
I'm gonna go for. I'm leaning more towards Silent Hill because I actually enjoyed that film more.
Yep.
I mean, the first Resident Evil obviously is the best out of the lot, obviously.
No, whoa.
Well, out of the entire set. Number one, yeah.
No, out of all of them, Resident Evil is not the best.
You don't think so?
No, Extinction is. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think Silent Hill. I think it covers a lot of the game too.
It does.
Yeah. So, it fills
of the world.
Yeah,
I think more than the game.
Yeah, so the world, yeah, and it covers a lot, and obviously, Sean Bean. Yeah, so.
Okay, right. We are in agreement in this. We are in agreement in this. Silent Hill is the one I'd prefer to watch over and over again. However, your reasons are fucking flawed. Like, if you had said, it looks better, it's more interesting, it tells its story better, it's got some better scares and some interesting stuff, I'd have been on board. But you've gone with, it does more of the game. No, it doesn't. It's just the world, just like Resident Evil doesn't do a good thing. And then Sean Bean, one of the worst characters in it, who's only there to move the story on with those real-world scenes of him finding stuff about his daughter. That's it. But yeah, we're in agreement, Silent Hill.
He's boring me as well.
He was boring.
Okay,
he was also Ned Stark. People get excited about that. Okay, we needed a hard one now. One of the worst of the franchises of Resident Evil. Resident Evil Apocalypse or House of the Dead. Oh, God. These are two of the worst films we did in the entire run so far. Resident Evil Apocalypse, the one with Nemesis, is probably up there as the worst of the series today. Even worse than... I almost said worse than Welcome to Raccoon City, but I'm not sure. I'd have to rewatch Raccoon City to decide that.
Yeah.
Against House of the Dead. And House of the Dead is fucking nonsense. Fucking nonsense. Yeah. So, which one would you rather watch over and over again? Now, I know mine in my head, but I'm waiting to see what you say.
Is a none option?
Nope. You have to sit down and watch it.
I'm going to go for Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
Only because House of the Dead was so terrible. I don't think I could put myself in that again.
So, I disagree. I'm going to say House of the Dead.
Wow.
My reasoning is this. Is Resident Evil Apocalypse boring? It's boring. House of the Dead is not boring. I will sit there and watch House of the Dead. And I've seen it 4 or 5 times overall now. And I can sit there and I can go, oh my fucking God. or like, over and over again, just outraged and shocked by the madness that movie, the insanity. Just figure the entire graveyard shooting scene with the slow motion flips and stuff, and there's all that alone. That's 5 minutes of you going shocked again, no matter how many times I've seen it.
But watching it on repeat over and over again.
No, it's gonna be a nightmare. But then so is Resident Evil Apocalypse. That's the problem. So yeah, for me that. Sticking with bad adaptions, Mortal Kombat Annihilation or Doom. This is tough, man, because Doom really had promise, but really fucks it up. Mortal Kombat Annihilation had everything going for it, and then fucks it up.
Yep.
So they both basically films that had golden opportunities and then just dropped the ball.
Yeah, I'm going for Doom for me.
Okay.
Not a great film, obviously not, but it's got some points which I like in it. It's got some good actors. You know, Dwayne Johnson's a good actor.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban, yeah.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat for me completely just took number one and pissed all over it. Really, you know, it's different actors killed off main actors in the beginning of the film, and it's just ridiculous. You know.
I agree. Everything you said, I agree. Well, I think Doom is incredibly boring. That's one thing I can't say Annihilation is. I just don't know if I could put up with listening to Shere Khan cry about Daddy. Daddy love me, over and over. Oh, mate, at least we ain't got that in Doom. Fuck you know. Resident Evil Extinction. So one of the better Resident Evil franchise ones. If you're wondering which one that is, that's the one that's basically set in the desert around Las Vegas. Or Dead Space Downfall, which is the animated Dead Space movie we did. So again, two good movies.
Yeah, it's Dead Space movie.
Yeah,
because I really enjoyed that. I was surprised how good it was.
Yep.
You know, literally, the guys who made it, they literally covered everything.
Well, yeah, it's set just before Dead Space, the first game, and ties into that with it actually ending with the Ishimura.
Yeah.
No, it's not the Ishimura, is it? It takes place in the Ishimura.
Upside. No, I don't know.
But yeah, it ends with them getting the signal and arriving at the ship. Yeah.
It explains so much, you know, because obviously if you never watched the film and you're playing Dead Space, you get in the ship and everyone's dead.
Yep.
And you think like, what happened here?
How did this happen?
Watch that film there because it tells you, explains the entire story.
It fills it in really, really nicely and looks great. It's incredibly graphic, incredibly bloody. The animation is very, very good. No, we haven't done it yet, but there is a second Dead Space animated film which is in between Dead Space 2 and 3.
Oh, that's good.
No, between Dead Space 1 and 2. So we will get to that in the future. Yeah, we're in agreement on that. Okay, so we did do a lot of the Resident Evil films in this, so I was like, oh man, I've got to get through some of these. So I've put Afterlife and Retribution against each other. Afterlife is the one that is set in the prison, has Chris Redfield. I'm in a prison.
Oh my God.
And obviously Retribution is the one that follows it, the one that starts on the ship and continues on that path. It's the one basically... Retribution is the video game one with Ada, and they're going through the different areas, Tokyo and stuff like that.
They're both shit.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're both fucking shit. Two very poor movies.
I want to go for the one with like a Leon and all that, only because I don't know. Cause
Leon, Barry, they're all so bad.
But then Chris is fucking terrible.
Chris is fucking terrible.
He's only one person, where the other one's got like 5 or 6 bad ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for the prison one as the one this day, only because there's only one bad character in that one. Where the other one's got like fucking 5 or 6.
I agree with this as well. I actually going to do it as well because Afterlife reintroduces Wesker as the Wesker we know from the later games. And we do have that kind of fun fight scene at the end. Yep. Afterlife has some good visuals. More than Retribution, I think, as well, with the prison and stuff like that. Yep, Afterlife, just. Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children Complete, which is one we did. Or Sonic the Hedgehog, the 1996 animated movie. So, 2 animated ones together.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's another question. It's Final Fantasy.
Yep. Yeah. I knew I was stuck here.
Yeah,
I knew I was stuck. I was like, what the fuck do I put up against this one? So, it was Sonic in the end, because I'd already kind of chosen the others. 2 epics here. 2 giants of their world put against each other. Even though they're completely different types of films, but they both tried to make a ton of money and failed. Warcraft or Super Mario Brothers the movie? Tough, right?
It's tough, but...
I know which one I want to keep.
Yeah, I'm going for Warcraft. It has to be Warcraft, surely.
No.
Oh, really?
If I had to watch these films on repeat, Warcraft would put me to fucking sleep. Mario Brothers will entertain. It will entertain mostly. Warcraft is so boring at times. You forget that. And you've forgotten it. And it's the most recent, one of the most recent ones we did at the time of recording.
Yeah, I've seen it twice. Obviously, I have seen Mario Brothers a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, for me, Mario Brothers.
So I'll go Mario too.
So it's more entertaining.
Yeah,
it's more entertaining
I'll go Mario
overall.
too. But it's got a lot of good cast too.
Yeah. Well, so is Warcraft though.
Yeah,
Medivh.
John
Leguizamo.
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 Yeah.
Leguizamo.
Tom Haskins, you know.
Yeah. Second to last one. Resident Evil, the final chapter, or Max Payne. So 2 over-the-top action flicks that neither is particularly good.
Not particularly good, but I love the visuals of Max Payne.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
I think the whole background, the snow,
We did praise it in the video. Yeah.
I'm going to go Max Payne for me.
Yep. I'm going to choose Max Payne as well, even
Not
though
for
I
your
just about put wood more.
Yeah, not for his performance, but
No,
just
God,
no.
no.
No, just because of the background effect. Yeah.
And last but not least, even though they're opposite ends of the scale, they are both animated films that aren't too particularly interesting. It's Animal Crossing the movie or Tekken, the motion picture. So which one do you prefer? That really? I think it's an easy choice.
I'm going to go for Tekken. Only because Animal Crossing was extremely annoying.
True. Okay, that's an interesting concept to take. I'm going to choose Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing is sweet and really is unoffensive, but it also has some moments where you go, wait, what? Involving a wolf that might be attracted to the main character and says some sexually suggestive stuff.
It does, yeah.
So like that there alone.
Yeah,
Plus it ends at Christmas.
The annoying mayor, though.
Yeah, the annoying mayor, but we get an alien story
yeah.
and it ends at Christmas. Animal Crossing sweet. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. That's it. That's the 20 we've done to date. Have you seen them all? Make sure you do. Check them out on the channel and let us know what you think of this video in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl as well as Big Cartel where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?